Alright, so my name is Neat, Dominique, for those of you who don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm a recovering alcoholic, but I'm in the process of getting everything fixed. And from the beginning, I just want to let everybody know that this channel is gonna be a mix of my progress or my process of me recovering from alcohol, and also obtaining the things I need to obtain to get my future car, you know what I'm saying, not just my future car, but my favorite car, my most wanted car, and doing the mods and everything else and fixing it up and whatever else. So it's gonna be a mix of the two. So it's pretty much my life for the most part. And right now I'm not working. I'm on 2 medications right now. I can't pronounce the names, but I have them here. Let me see. Quetiapine. That's one, quetiapine. I'm gonna try to cover out everything, but I don't know if it's in there. But quetiapine, I take that once every night. And then I also have, let me see, cover up my name real quick. This one, which I take 3 times a day. And this one is supposed to help with anxiety and alcohol withdrawal, because I don't know if I mentioned that from the beginning, but I'm an alcoholic. I drink a lot, pretty much every day. I drink every day to go along with my anxiety. You know, I don't just drink every day just to drink every day. I drink every day because my anxiety just is through the roof. So, and I'm a veteran. You know, I didn't give a backstory, but I'm a veteran. I joined the Army in 2010, and I got out in 2013. I was a motor transport operator. I was stationed at Fort Campbell. I went to Afghanistan in March of sometime, or I came home in March. One of the two, I can't really remember. But I was out there in Pactica, Providence, Fob Sharana. And, you know, we did what we did out there. I had a truck that got blown up. I didn't get blown up. I didn't die. I didn't get hurt or anything. But I had a truck that got blown up that I was driving. And came home. Got out in 2013. Came home. And if anybody knows anything, they know the military. If they know the Army, they drink. Excuse me. The Army drinks. That's just what we do. You know what I mean? We drink, we get fucked up, and we do stupid shit. But, so eventually I got out, and I just started experiencing stuff, you know, before I actually got out, but it wasn't so intense. It wasn't so bad, because I still had my brothers and still had my boys, you know what I mean? And when I got out and I came home, I didn't have none of my boys. It was just me and my civilian partners. So it got kind of hard. It just kind of made everything, you know, a whole lot worse than what it was. And so I was dealing with this. I got diagnosed with PTSD associated with anxiety, and it wasn't too bad at first. It wasn't too bad. Night sweats. Not really wanting to go outside, not really wanting to do anything. Things like that. Then it slowly got worse. When I say slowly, I mean slowly. Like it was just almost each day something else new was happening, and so I got to a point where I was drinking to have fun, and then it quickly went to drinking just to feel normal, just to feel okay. And so, just like, being a man, being a former soldier or whatever the case may be, I just fought it. I just dealt with it. And it was just recently, that was 2020, 2019, 2020, I decided, after all that, because it caused a lot of problems. Work-wise, I wasn't able to keep a stable job. I wasn't able to keep a stable relationship. My family and friends, was constantly on me. I started losing friends. I started doing small things like, relying on alcohol to, essentially make me feel mentally better. Was making me feel better, but it was hurting everybody else around me, along with my mental, mental and my physical, because you can't just drink every day and think that you're gonna be okay. Your liver's it's just gonna rot out. Eventually you're gonna die. And so, excuse me. So I finally reached a point a few days ago. I went to I called the VA, tried to get a primary provider, and just to be able to talk to them and see, what my options were, let them know how I was feeling and the things that was going on in my daily life and what should I do. And the VA here, I live in Colorado Springs, the VA here, they had too many patients connected to too many providers, so there was not enough providers for all the patients that they had. So I was outsourced to a civilian provider, and I went to see him last Wednesday. Today's the February 24th, 2020, I believe. Monday. And I went to see him last Wednesday, so it was like February 18th, 19th or something, 20th or whatever. And he heard my story, and he actually told me that not only do I have anxiety, alcoholism, but I'm also depressed, which I didn't know I was, because you can self-diagnose, anything. You can go on Google and be like, oh shoot, man, my feet hurt, so I got arthritis, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. So, and I talked to him, and I wasn't able to get, and he prescribed me 2 medicines, and those were the 2 medicines I showed you, a little earlier. One is for anxiety and alcohol withdrawal, and one is for just simply anxiety. Wait, no, alcohol withdrawal, anxiety, and then the other one is anxiety and depression. And the reason he came about the depression thing, which I didn't even think about, was the fact that he asked me, he said, if it was, years ago when you were 10, 15 years old, what would you be doing? And I told him I'd be playing baseball, basketball, drawing, hanging out with friends, you know, trying to make music, things like that. And he said, okay. He was like, so let's go 5 or 6 years ago. You know, you're 20 something. What would you be doing? You know, I said mostly the same thing. You know, playing basketball. You know, trying to make music. Hanging out with friends. You know, maybe bar hopping. You know how that stuff go. And then he's like, well, what are you doing now? And I'm just like, nothing. I don't do anything. Like I don't go out. I don't go to clubs anymore. I don't make music. I don't play basketball. I don't play football. I don't play, you know, baseball. I don't do anything. Like I literally just sit at home. If I'm working, I go to work and I come home, which is it's another issue I'm a pitch on because I'm not working right now. But other than that, I just sit at home all day. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done lost friends that I don't even talk to anymore, just off the strength that I'd much rather be sitting at home drinking, you know, than doing anything else. And so what this channel is going to be about is going to be my journey from where I'm at right now as far as being an alcoholic and things like that to me getting my future car and you know, the car of my dreams, and you know, the mods that I want to do on it, and the mods that I'm gonna do on it, and my recovery and things like that. And I was prescribed this medicine, you know, from a doctor probably about, like I said, four days ago, and I've been taking it, and I haven't really felt any real effects, you know, from it, but I go see him again on Wednesday. So today is, like I said, February 24th. 2020 Monday, so I go see him in 2 days, Wednesday, so that'll be with the 26th, and I'm gonna give you guys an update, you know, after that. But it's a long story. I'm gonna give you guys a backstory. I'm not gonna do it on this particular one because it's, you know, it's pretty long, and you know what I'm saying, it's kind of late. I want to be able to get up. I gotta take moms to work in the morning and do some other stuff, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail right now, but there's gonna be a lot to come, you know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna be able to witness, you know, the road to recovery or failure, you know, and the things, you know, just a real good insight on my life and how I'm living it and the way I wanna live it and things like that. There's a lot. There's definitely a lot. I really wish I could explain it all right now, but it takes some time. So I'm honestly gonna do it in sections, but I'm gonna try to do it to where it's a start to finish type thing. But at the end of the day, everything connects somehow. So if I miss a point and you don't really catch it, if you watch another video, it'll tie in. You'll understand, like, okay, that's where that came from, or that's where this came from, or that's the reason he's the way he is, and that's the reason he's trying to get better, or you know what I'm saying. And then on the other spectrum, you're gonna see what I love. You're gonna see the things that I actually do love, which is cars. I love cars. I haven't had a lot in my life, but I love them. I love to watch them. I sit here on YouTube all day long just watching cars. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be races, you know, people hooking up their cars, people showing mods, you know, exhaust pipes, you know, air intakes, superchargers, turbochargers, you know what I mean? Everything. So, but you guys stay tuned.